All right, my people, it's Sunday evening, and I am here with us. Should have had a guest tonight, but it's going to be just you and me talking a little bit about stress and keeping your families in a good place during this time. Um, I, Sandra, how are you? I'm great, thank you. Thank you, Sandra. Thanks for always supporting. Thanks for coming by and joining me. Should have had King Nick, but I guess he was a little tired, he said. So I'll just do the topic that I was planning to do anyways. Thank you, Sandra. And blessings back at you. Um, just keep it going. Thank you, Larry. Blessings, Larry. Thank you. Thank you. Tonight I was planning to talk about stress and Mojo. Thank you, Mojo. Talking about stress and families and how when stressful times come, how it really can affect your family life, your children's lives, your spouse's life. Little things that could have grow over nicely sometimes become a little harsher because of stress. So today I just wanted to talk to us because, as I said, as an educator, I am a parent first, and then everything else fall in place. Thank you for coming by, Queen Pin Pin. Thank you, blessings, Pin Pin. Pin Pin, did you subscribe to my channel? Simply Jenna B. Thank you guys for coming by. Tramal, thank you, my student, and Dante. Thank you guys for coming in. So I want to talk about a little about stress. Because we know that stress is not about one person, or if you're rich, you have less stress, or if you're poor, you have more stress. Stress affects everyone. So often people go to the doctor and they'll say the doctor cannot find anything wrong with them. And if they really think hard and look deep, you'll see that a lot of what they go through has to do with stressful situations. I am not a doctor. I did my bachelor's in behavioral science. I also did my associate degree in psychology, but I'm not trained as a professional counselor, but I'm just talking to us from experience. Um, so sometimes we have to remember what's important. And we have to remember to take time out to laugh, even at ourselves. Too often we are so focused on this has to get done, that has to get done. And we forget about ourselves that if we are not functioning, then our families cannot function because a lot is dependent on you as a parent to make sure that things go well. When children see you sad, they take that burden on themselves too, because they do not know that um, there are things that they should not have to lug around and become a baggage on their backs. So in our everyday lives, let us remember some things that worked for me. I raised three children as a single mother. I became a single mother by choice. And so I had to really go above and beyond. One of the first things I remember doing was that instead of getting a space when I left my mom's home, um, to just to show that I have a two-bedroom or whatever it was, I remembered when I became a single parent that I was happy to take a basement apartment, and this apartment had a huge two-car garage area, and then in the back was a two-bedroom kitchen, everything. It was you get in there and then you walk upstairs and you so it was um it was a partial basement. But what that did for me, it wasn't expensive, so I wasn't stressed out and wondering how I'm going to pay for it. I was able to use the garage itself. My daughters at the time, they were old enough, I think they were 8, and they drew all these nice cartoon characters on the walls. We painted it green, and we bought the carpeting and we did the whole garage floor. I wasn't driving, I was in New York, but I had my associate's degree in elementary education and I started my first daycare. That space, starting the daycare allowed me to be home with the children. It allowed me to make an income. And on the weekends, I was gone to do my 60 hours. I did Friday night into Sabbath morning and Sabbath morning to Sabbath night. And I would do my whole 60 hours in from Friday night to Monday morning. And then I would hustle home and start the cycle again. And so I didn't look at fancy. I looked at what made sense at the time. My son was active. We were able to play basketball in the garage area because I put a hoop up on the door. And we were able to kick soccer balls in there. So they had a chance to blessings, everyone. Erin, thank you. They had a chance to be themselves. They had a chance to run around without people complaining. They were noisy over their heads. And I had a chance to be stress free because the kids were happy. We weren't stressed about paying all these bills. And so I could parent them in the proper way. Sometimes we do a little too much and then we become stressed out because it's hard to maintain. But sometimes if we step back and say, you know what, even if I have a 1 bedroom and I have to sleep in that and the living room and let the kids have the bedroom, let me do that. It's not going to be forever. It will just be for a while until I'm able to do better. We don't have to go above and beyond. And then our whole we cannot have a conversation because we're so angry. We don't have to go so far above that um, we can talk to anyone with peace and love anymore. We can learn to live in a certain manner so that we can still smile. We can still listen to the children when they call our names and we're not getting like, oh my God, enough already. So um, I just know that raising children can be hectic, it can be harsh. But if we kind of just weigh situations, look at what we have, look at how much we have to do what we need to do, if we look at all the little things around before we make big decisions, then we can save some of the stress in our lives. Um, it's important to know, even as a teacher, that sometimes you go in and education has changed over the years. For many years, you go in and you're able to teach, you get creative, you get to do a lot of things. But today, it's so much paperwork. Here is the paperwork, and then you still have to find time to teach. When people have to understand if you get to go in and work with your children and do what you need to do, you do so much more. And instead of you worrying, this is due now, that is due now, they're coming at you from all angles. You still have to teach. And so for me as an older person in the education system, I really miss the days when teaching was fun and you could go in with different ideas instead of just going in and focusing on helping the kids to pass the test. So some things I still try to put in because somebody I spoke to, he was a union rep, and he says, Mrs. Simon Black, let me tell you this: as long as when they come in your teaching, you don't worry about the other things. So that kind of motivate me to say, yes, you're darn right. Let me teach. Let me love my kids. Let me be there for them. And so lessen the stresses that we face every day. So my people, I thank you all for coming in. Maria, I see you. Queen, thank you. Erin, can I tell you, Erin? Swain Legister? Thank you, Swain. Not sure about the super yet, Swain. AG, AG, thank you, thank you. Larry, I see you guys, and thank you all for coming. Akil, I see that you're here. Um, And again, don't let stress don't let stress get into your lives, because when stress get in, it's totally hard. It's hard to get rid of it. Stress is never ever a good thing. It's never a good thing. And so if we can just learn to breathe more, keep a song in our hearts, and sometimes just say, you know what, God, you promised, and you said that you will provide, and trust Him. Sometimes, just trust Him and let Him work some things out. Sometimes He's telling us to wait, but because of our human natures, we don't want to wait, or we see things and we see it's not a good thing, but we figure I'm still getting into it because it will change. It's not going to change. So we will learn to listen to His voice, keep a song in our hearts, put everything to Him, and let us be patient. Many people have made many sacrifices, and those sacrifices pay off in the long run, because in the end, when you create a stable environment for children, they grow up and they do well. Um, as again, I say I'm not a professional at this. I'm a teacher and a parent. But I know from my experiences again that when you are able to listen to children, when children know that you're going to listen to them, they will come to you and have discussions with you. I remember when one of my twins, when the twins were, I think they were 15, and the older twin said to me, I was talking one day about something, and she said, Mommy, we have a voice too. And all of a sudden, and that really got me, because, I'm so used to just telling them what to do, how to do it, what they should, and all of a sudden, I know that I need to stop and I need to hear her side. And they grew up in a way where they they didn't go to other people's homes. I really made home a place where they want to be. I played Scrabble with them. I played Monopoly with them. I remember when my son, he was so little, and he's sitting there watching, and he keeps grabbing the Monopoly, and we'd say, you're too young. And he would just sit there and watch us. And he said, when will I be old enough? I said, when you're 8. And that kid held on to that in his head. And when he was 8 years old, he picked up the Monopoly, and he came and he says, I'm old enough now to play with you guys. So if we create this kind of environment, I wasn't rich. 3 kids, one income, I wasn't rich. But I did, it was just the four of us. I made sure it was just us. Didn't bring in anyone else, didn't, I just made it just us. And I worked, and they went to school, and I told them, don't worry about dishes, don't worry about housekeeping. Get your education, because if you do well, you will be able to employ someone to clean for you or cook for you if you need to. But they balanced it well, and they did well. And I learned to listen. If they had something to say, I didn't yell and carry on. I listened. And years later, I said, because one person had said to me, wait until those kids start growing up, they're going to show you something. But I waited and waited for them to hiss their teeth to me, or slam a door at me, or shake up their, you talk to them and they get, and I tell you, when they were finished with college, I said, how come you will never slam a door in my face or say a bad word to me? They said, Mommy, we couldn't have done that. You raised us well. It wasn't just about raising them well. I wasn't rich, but I think the little things we did together made a huge difference. So tonight I'm just talking from experience and saying to us that I went through it. I wasn't rich. I had one income. Stresses came, but I never let it become me. I never went to clubs. I never went to things that would have bothered me if I had to, if the kids were in the way. A lot of times we have social things to do, but we have the kids, and so we start getting angry because there's no one to watch them, and I couldn't get to go. Never did. I just stayed and knew that this was a decision I made to have them, and so I had to sacrifice things too. So It can be done. Takes some courage. It takes some a lot of love, a lot of patience, a lot of Jesus in the middle, a lot of Jesus because we can't do it by ourselves. But if we can sing and teach our kids to sing and listen and do poetry instead of watching TV all day or do writing instead of just wasting time, then you find that the 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 stress is less because the kids are less demanding and you're teaching them skills or strategies or things that will benefit them as they get older. Teach them to be satisfied. Look, this is all we have, and this is what we're going to do. And just watch them grow and they learn to satisfy what they have. So I'm just reaching out and just saying, again, from my experiences, it can be done. I have seen it done. I did it. I'm not perfect. I don't ever think I'm perfect. There were times when I had to really slam the table or remind the kids that you don't need friends to guide your way. You have a sense of responsibilities, and so the good thing, thank God for that, because it wasn't just me, is that once you talk to them, they were able to listen and understand and do the right things. And some encouraging us that the stresses might come, but please put ourselves in a position where we don't let the stress overpower us. Just remember, you can reach out, you can pray, you can join a church and get that sense of family where you have someone there to support you. When you go to church, it revitalizes you and it takes away a lot of things. It gives you so much hope. When I sing, it makes me feel like a new person. Just relieve all of the unnecessaries. And so I sing a lot, I whistle a lot, and I keep going. So church is a good place for support. You get there, and if you it's a choice. I'm not telling anyone what to do, but find support so that you never go through things alone. Because when you feel alone, then it becomes overwhelming. It overpowers you. You feel down and out. You feel dejected. You feel like, oh, what do I do? Where do I turn? There's no one to help me. But you never know. Reach out. There is always somebody there. I would call my sister and she would come running on, why don't you tell me this? And, so reach out. There's always somebody there. So, um, again, people, you're here. And today I just wanted to talk about, that's what I wanted to talk about. Um, right, a lot of patience, Tarian. Thanks for coming in. Peaches Barrett, thank you for coming in. Um, all everyone who came in, thank you for coming and joining me. Um, just know that we're never alone. None of us are islands. None of us are islands. Each man as a brother, each man as a friend. And so don't be afraid to reach out. Some people, they feel ashamed. How could you feel ashamed if it's better for you to reach out than to sit there and struggle alone. It's better for you to reach out and somebody says, I can't help you now, but I can find someone to help you. Thank you, Carlton. Thank you, Mr. Pottinger. It might seem hard, Carlton, but we can do it. We can do it. Because also sometimes so it like this can be. Yes, we have to support one another. And as I said many times, Carlton, happy birthday, Terry, and belated birthday. Thank you, Queen. I so appreciate you, Queen. Happy belated birthday. She deserves it. Um, as I said often, Carlton, I am not a rich person in material things. But from my experiences, I say when I did this channel, I said, if one thing I say can help somebody think and think or give them hope or encourage them to get up and move or encourage them to change their diet or encourage them to smile more, or sing more, or whistle more, or any little thing, then you know what? Then I know that as we sing in church, my living is not in vain. Because the writer says, if you can help somebody as you travel along, then your living is not in vain. And helping is not, it doesn't always have to be monetary. It's sometimes just to be a listening ear. It's sometimes just to, somebody in Jamaica might talk to you and they say, could you top up my card for me? Yeah, top it up. It's not going to make you poorer. You know, little things that people need when you help. It's not going to make you multimillionaire or take your multimillions away. It does give them hope, though, and encourage them to not stress over tomorrow, but have some hope for the next day. So, with our children, it can be stressful, but listen, if you can feed them and if they have something to wear, they have a warm coat in the winter, don't let it bother you that it's not the fanciest coat. Don't let it bother you that it's not a name brand sneakers. Don't let those things bother you. What bothers you? What should bother you? Do I have a relationship with my kids? Can they talk to me if something is going on? You know, do I talk to them and make them know they're important, they're beautiful? Do we do the little things that are priceless, that are doesn't cost a penny, but can give inner strength and build character and build strength? So it's not about a big house, so they have a backyard to play in. Many have the big house in the backyard and they don't even play in the backyard, you know. So make it be wherever you are. If you have to downsize so that you don't have to stress about how to pay this and pay that, then do it. Because in time the kids do grow up. And believe me, I know that when they grow up, they go away to college. When they come back, they're going to tell you some story. Well, I don't want to live here. I want to move to California. I want to go here. What? And you can tell them, no, you have to stay. No, it's their life now, and they will move. So let us not build and say, this is for my kids. Because believe me, 9 out of 10 times what you build and think is for them, that's not what they want. So when my daughters finished college and came home, I was so happy. And they said, Mommy, we have been in Buffalo, 25 inches of snow, sometimes more. So, Mommy, in Connecticut, it's the same cold, and we want to go to Atlanta. Was I happy? No. Did I tell them they couldn't go? Oh, no. I got their tickets. I helped them to get their things together, and all I could do was wish them well. Because that's what they wanted, and thank God that they were willing to come and talk with me instead of just leaving college and stopping in Atlanta. At least they came home, we talked, and I was there to support. So don't build all of this and think it's for the kids because they do have a voice. They're going to have their own life. So reduce some of the stress and build enough so that when they come and say this is not where they want to be, you're not left with unnecessary baggage. Because I'm telling you, it can become too much. So I'm just here tonight, I just wanted to speak at that point. That's right, Carlton. That's right. When God is in the midst and when He blesses, it flows over. And when He blesses, He says, my prayer all the time, or as often as I can, I say, Lord, as you bless me, let me be a blessing to someone else. As you bless me, let me be a blessing to someone else. And so we go forth. Last couple weeks I did the I did the giveaway, and two people who won, they said, give it back to your students. And I have students on here. Everyone received water bottles. And after the water bottles were bought, because even though we have water fountains because of COVID, the water fountains are tied up, they're locked down. So nobody is drinking at the water fountains, but they do have a space to fill their water bottles up. But they would come in and they're thirsty and they don't have containers for water. And so when I went to work and I said, listen, two people gave their monies back, so we have $100 to spend. One of the other teacher, she said, oh, we could get water bottles for the kids. And that's what we did. The other teacher, he went and he got a whole slew of water bottles. Now, that was blessing that came back. And I was able to do that. And then we had change left, and another project came in place where they're doing a poetry slam. We were able to put that money right in there. So the kids got it right back. So it is how blessings work. And when we see the blessings, I'm telling you, it takes away a lot of the stress. And the blessings, as I said, is not winning the lotto. You can win the lotto and it becomes so stressful that you wish you didn't win it. But it's the little things. It's the little things. When you're able to, when God blesses you and you have that good mind to say, let me bless someone else, and you help to prevent the stress or to take away some of the stress from them. So stress is never good, my people. It's never good. But we can avoid it if we just try to look at the big picture before we jump in. I always say in work is look before you leap, or you could something look before you leap, or you could really weep, something like that. But again, a lot of those things are good things, are true things, and if we just take it into a simple form, then we'll notice that we can breathe more. And at the end of the day, when the kids are dependent, you can then say, okay, I wanted to do this, now I can do this, if you choose to. But please try to live as stress free as you can. Um, Simple is good, but I'm not telling you what to do. I am just saying to you that, the little things that can give you a bigger high, it's when you can do things where stress is not going to be the biggest thing. Because when you're overwhelmed, when you're so stressed out, then your body starts falling apart. And it's not a good thing. So, Karen, thank you, Karen, for coming. Janisha McLean, thank you. Hello. Fire Reed, blessings. Cassie, hi, Cassie, my student. Oh, my goodness. Tuss is on here. Oh, my goodness. Denzel, hey. Denzel, not yo. Denzel, say hello. Don't say yo. Peaches. There you go, Peaches. I'm sure you could tell a story too. All right, Karen, I love that. Too blessed to be stressed. Thank you, Karen. Don't look at your blessings. There's so many. Every day, there's so many. Then let's look at those blessings and don't look at things that become stressful and give you heartburns and ulcers and all the ugly negative things that comes with stress. Live, love, laugh. There you go, Queen. I think I have something like that in here. Messina, blessings, enough love, Ion and Yoni. Thank you. Um, your blessings galore for the help and passion you have to share and think of others. You know what? Um, Giselle. Hello, Giselle. Um, where's Tuss? I don't. Queen. Oh, you are Tuss, Giselle. Because I've seen you in my lives before. Yeah, we have to live good. We have to learn. Listen, and even at work, I say this. There's no reason to be disrespectful to anyone or carry hatred, because at the end of the day, they go home and you come home to your family. So we can go out and we can say good morning and good night and be in peace with all people. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Janice. Okay, Tuss. Thank you. I've been getting I've been getting comments from her, but I didn't know. Thank you so much. And thank you for the work that you guys do. I so respect you guys and appreciate you. And that's what I'm talking about. Finding little things to give back. You don't have to be rich, but just being there doing what you do every day, it's a good look. I really appreciate it because so many young people they choose paths that create not only stress on themselves but stress on their entire families. So when you guys hold up your heads and you do what you do and you do it in the way that you do it, right, Giselle, you have been around for long, long, long before. Carlene, oh my golly, that's right, Carlene. You know what Granny told me? And I keep, my students are here, I keep saying it to them. She said there was a little boy who his grandmother kept saying, my grandson, remember manners carry you through the world without a farthing. Remember, we grew up in the time when we couldn't pass the neighbors or anybody on the street and not say good morning or good evening. That was a must. That's how we were raised. You have kids that would walk past adults and not a word. Kids come in the classroom and they know, and I would say, good morning, it's a beautiful day. And the little boy, the grandmother kept telling him that. And so one day he had to board the bus. He was old enough now. And he boarded the bus and he had no money. He got on the bus and when he went on, he said to the driver, good morning, sir. And the man says, good morning. And he walked past and sat down. And when he sat down, the driver called him. He said, but you didn't pay your fare. And he said, but my grandmother said, manners take me through the world without a farthing. And I had manners when I came on the bus. So we have a conversation in my classroom where I ask the kids, how do you think that driver felt when that little boy said to him, I had manners when I came on the bus? You think he was going to become angry and say, no, no, I don't care, pay your fare? His heart had to melt and let the little boy sit down. So, yes, manners did take him where he needed to go without paying a penny. And it's not a literal thing, as they said, but it is it is a necessary thing that as we show love, just sometimes you say good morning to someone, and that good morning just does something for them and become a hopefulness for them. You know, sometimes just saying good morning, they were probably thinking of where's my next dinner coming from, where, but just saying good morning, they stop and they thank you or good morning back to you, and it takes their mind off whatever was stressing them out. So again, it's not about money for everything. It's about how we treat one another, how we, in the mornings just send a little prayer. Sometimes they come in so right on time. The little things we do on WhatsApp. It's a big thing, because it gives you hope. It reminds you that there's someone bigger than us who is looking out for us and providing for us. And so, as we go forward, let us encourage one another to leave the stress alone, leave it as much as we can. Reach out to people around you, just a conversation. Don't be ashamed to say, I don't have enough for my kids today. Don't ever be ashamed. Let somebody know, because when we let pride go in front, we end up losing a whole lot. The pride is not good. Humility. So don't be ashamed, because many people are there saying, God, as you bless me, I want to be a blessing to somebody else. And the way for them to bless you is if they know that something needs to be done. So, Janisha, again, thank you. Pin, thank you. Swain Register. Um, That's right, Swain. We don't have that in our communities anymore. We don't have as much caring in the communities. But you know what? Right where we are, we can create that community of care. We can create that community of giving back, and we can create that community of just a hello or how are things going today. Yes, please subscribe, like, and share. Um, Thank you guys for giving Terry some love. That's such a beautiful young lady. Even when you meet her, you're going to really respect and love her the way I have loved her as my own child over the years, many years. So thank you guys so much. Um, Thank you, Sandra. And you likewise, Sandra. Thanks for always supporting. Appreciate you. Shayna McLean. Is that Shauna? Is that Tus? Is that Shauna the cook? Queen? Is that the other half for Tus? Oh my God. Thank you so much, Shauna. Thank you guys for coming in. And thank you guys for what you do. As young people, you could be on the street somewhere with the long nails and all that going on. But I so respect and appreciate what you young people have been doing. It's a good look, and I so appreciate you. Oh my goodness, it's good to see them both. I've been getting a lot of positives from Toots, but I didn't know. That is so beautiful. My people, it says out of many one people. And some of us did okay. Some of us did very well. Some of us, whatever. But again, we're all the same. We're one and the same. And each one of us we have to look out for each other in whatever way we can. Um, we have to be encouraging. We have to be supporting. And doesn't make sense. We feel good when we have a whole bread, and sometimes we're throwing out half of it. And there are people who don't even have a little sugar to put in their tea. It's not a good thing. I don't know how people can feel good when they have enough and they feel good that, and I have, and I. No, we shouldn't. We should give till it hurts. That's what they told us when we were growing up. Give until it hurts. I've never seen my grandmother bake bread. Never, ever in my years living with her and beyond. Never see her bake bread. I've seen so many people who made it to America. When they go home, they would go back to look for Granny. And they'll bring a soap. They'd bring $1 to give to her. She got so much in her old age. I mean, she died at 96. And believe me, the amount of blessings that came down for that woman, she never, I know that it's a good thing to do good. I know that because I see how it manifests itself in the long run. So, however, we can help somebody to relieve the stressful situations, however, we can encourage them to say, look, that's not even worth it. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Your children come first. Nothing else should matter more than your kids. They came, you have them, they're yours. Don't let anything else take away their joy or their opportunities to do well in life. And so we make sacrifices, but they're good sacrifices. And then we watch as we plant the seeds, we watch them blossom and bloom. And so I wish everyone well, and I wish everyone great success. And those of you who are young and coming up, please do the right things. It's not a good thing when you run the fast lane and then you look back and you didn't plant a seed so that it could blossom somewhere and grow. Stop and think and know that the decisions you make is either going to be a stressful thing, or it can be less stress and you can go on day by day in a good way. So, any questions? I'm willing to answer. Um, Hello, Miss C. Butterfly. How are you? Thank you, Miss C. It's just the blessings, Miss C, and God's grace. And without Him, I don't live for myself. I live knowing that there's a supreme being, and so I thank you. We have to encourage one another, Miss C. We have to. And again, as I said, everyone's needs are different. And so we have to make sure that when we encourage, we're not critical, but we are empowering others with constructive criticisms if we have to. And we are also helping. We cannot say, why did you do that? Or why are you doing that? Without saying, why don't you think about this? I will do this with you if that's what you would like to do. But we can be critical and then we walk away and say, yeah, me tell you, now listen to me. No, let's help them fix it. And so that we can get better outcomes. Yvette, oh yeah, Yvette, thank you for subscribing and it's good to see you. Pam Chin, thank you. Oh, praise the Lord, Pam, and that is so true. I guess that's what's trickling on me too, Pam. Because I mean, I've had some tough days, but I've had good testimonies. When those days came that I didn't have to do anything illegal in order to get through. I didn't have to, things. The darkness turned into light very quickly. So I think that's what that is. Um, um so my people, Tony Berry, good evening, Tony. I want to do um another raffle. I was thinking of next Friday. Um, but I'll have to be able now to create a video so I can put the information in the link. So tonight I'll be posting the video. Um, and this is what you guys will do for me. You'll have all of next week until Friday to find a subscriber. Terry and you gave me like 6 subscribers in one night last week. But you need to go find a new subscriber. And when you do that, you put in the comments, put your name on the slip, and put the person that you brought in the new subscriber, put their name on your slip also. And you're gonna give me 3 purple hearts this time. 3 purple hearts. So Terrian, if you bring in someone, you're going to put your name in the comments. And Miss Bev, I am bringing Queen Clark with me, and you're going to drop your 3 purple hearts. Queen, in turn, also will leave a comment and say, Miss Bev, Terrian brought me in, um, and drop the 3 purple hearts. So that right now I'm at 836. Last week we were just at 700. We brought King Nick on the platform. I was getting more. And then even after that, we keep growing. And so it's a blessing. And, as I said, our blessings come in different shapes and forms. This is one of my big blessings. And so I say to us, always have hope. Always have hope. Reach out, because closed mouths do not get fed. If I didn't reach out to King Nick and he decided to come, a lot of the people who came wouldn't be here probably. When I started hanging out with them on their channel, and a lot of you here who came over, Queen would drop the link, but she keeps dropping the link, she keeps dropping the link, and we have grown. My son put me out there. There are many people, my students, a lot of my students are in here. And you guys came over, you support me and you encourage me. And that's what I need. I need encouragement too. And when you drop on my little videos and you say, Miss Bev, so and so, I agree with you. I like what you said. Or blessings, Miss Bev. And I would say, blessings claimed. Because yes, it's a good thing. Blessings are good. And then I return them to you because I want you to be blessed likewise. So that's what we're going to be preparing for next weekend, for next Friday evening. That we'll do a drawing. Each person who wants to be in the draw and bring me a new subscriber, put your name and their names together. So if I pull your slip, it should have your subscriber's name, so both of you will get rewarded. Remember that I need you to have your Cash App or your PayPal. And if you're in Jamaica, which a lot of you are from Jamaica, Terrian, or anyone else, then I will send it through MoneyGram for you. So it's another great night coming up by God's grace. Um, and we look forward to a blessed night and see if we can get to 900. And then it will be, I guess, smooth sailing, Queen. We can say smooth sailing. So we'll see what happens. Yes, Sandra, all the love. But no red hearts, Sandra, want purple hearts. And yes, Swain, encouragement strengthens labor. When people are trying, we must learn to encourage and support. And so it gives them more oomph to go on. There you go, Erin. You got it. Three purple hearts. And you put your name and along with the person you're bringing. So, Erin, bring your husband, bring your niece, bring your daughter. Just have them subscribe and give Miss Bev some love. Okay, Sandra, I'll take the red ones for tonight. Thank you, guys. You know, it's good just to be here and talking to each other, and you're sharing your ideas with me, and you feel encouraged, and I feel encouraged. It's better than nothing. And so we go forth and we plant the little seeds of kindness, and we watch them blossom and grow, and in due season they also put fruits on. Yes, there you go, Sandra. Yes, Queen. You agree. All right. Janisha. Oh my goodness, Tus and Shauna. It is so nice. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. So, my people, I so appreciate every one of you for who you are and where you are. And I pray that God will grant you blessings, peace of mind, less stress that He'll provide for you so that stress will eventually be less and less for you. These are hard times, we know that, but God is good and He will provide someone to help provide for you. I um I don't know what else to say. Anyone has any questions? Have a blessed night. One purple for me. Thank you, Erin. And just know that there's a supreme being who loves us. Hey, Weedy, official. Thanks, Weedy. I saw you. I'm so proud of you, son. Just keep on doing the right things. And believe me, the Lord will provide. Keep on doing the right things. It's not easy. You're young people, you're growing up. There's a lot of temptations out there. But please, it comes with too much unnecessary stress. So just do the right thing, be humble, and in due time, you will watch and see that things will happen for you. There you go, Carlene. I just love you, girl. I just love you. I just love you. Yes. Like Darren Watson. Elaine, watching and being encouraged. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Not everyone understands Cash App, PayPal, old ways only. Well, as I said, I don't mind doing MoneyGram. As long as they send me their email with their information, I'll drop an email link. So as long as they email me the information, Pam, I will honor whoever wins. So come ready, might be one or it might be two. So come ready to participate and to bring in this Sabbath evening, the Sabbath. Um, much love, everyone. Thank you, Queen, for Purple Hearts for me. Oh God, no, really well. We're almost getting. Yeah, man, you're good. Yes. So, people abroad might have Cash App or you might have PayPal. But as I said, if you're from Jamaica, a lot of you have my family. I have families there too. Um, if you if your name is pulled and it's a Jamaica thing, you'll have an email that you can just send me your full name, and I mean MoneyGram. You can just pick it up anywhere in Jamaica. So I will just need a full name in order to proceed. Thank you, Mr. Candler. Totally appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, great job he did for King Nick. Um, yes, Yvette, I have all the teachings in my heart. Um, I was baptized at age 16, and so I might not go to church every Sabbath. I do the online virtual, but I still have the teachings in my heart. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage. Exactly, Miss Z. Wait on Him. Sometimes He says, yes, it's good. Sometimes He says, I think you need to wait. And sometimes He says, no, it's not for you. It's not going to be good for you. And so we have to listen to those little things. It is true. It is true. It is so true. And so we feel when we have a relationship with Christ, when we have a relationship with Christ, then that message from Miss Z becomes a good message because we know He promised to never leave us nor forsake us. He promised to provide for us, right? And He says, wait on me, be of good courage. Sometimes it's going to get dark, but believe me, the light will come. And so, very good point, Miss C at Butterfly. Beautiful point. I say, wait on the Lord. Yes, Yvette, I was, yes, I am. I am okay, Terry, and I don't know why I sound why I'm a little quiet tonight. I don't know, but I'm okay. We're on spring break. I mean, thank you, Queen. That is what that is. That is it. Erin, no wonder we connected like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do the virtual with Queen's Church. Thank you, Giselle. And may he make a way for you every day, Giselle. And may all your needs, not your wants, because we want so many things in life, but all your needs, I hope he will continue to supply. So thank you, my people. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Shade, Gems. Oh, blessings. God bless you. Thank you, Shade. Awesome. Was this one of my former students? Miss Valerie. Oh my goodness, Miss Valerie. Good evening. I am fine. I am fine. We're on spring break, so I'm grateful for that. So I could sleep late. You know how you still can't even sleep late? Because your body is up at 6 o'clock. Your body's on the clock, you know. But at least I'm not going anywhere. I have we have to put grades in, we have things to do, but it's not, we can do it on our own time. Thanks for joining, Miss Valerie. I didn't see Miss Valerie Clark. She was here last week and I didn't see her. And after the fact I was looking through the talk and the chat and I noticed she was here and I'm so sorry. I didn't get to say good evening to her. But Miss Valerie, if you're listening, I respect you and one love always. All right, Miss Valerie. So my people, I'm so glad that I joined Jamaica Life Nice and met a lot of you. And wait 9 months for a baby, but as soon as we ask God for something, announce it right away, then we want to give up on him. But we need to wait. Sometimes, as we say, Carlene, we never know the reason why. We never know. And when he says no, just say, Lord, you know what, let your will be done. Because sometimes the things that we are fighting for, we want it so badly. We think it's going to make our lives complete. It's not so because it comes with a lot of heartache. But as we said, Carlene, if it's His will, He will let it be done. When we pray, just remember to say that, Lord, let your will be done. He knows more than we know. And so it's tough sometimes. We feel empty and we feel that this would be good, but God sees and knows all things. And He says, no, my child, not so. So we shouldn't give up. We shouldn't give up. We should just wait. And sometimes we wait and we get a smile on our faces and we say, wow, that's the reason why. So, all the best, Carlene. Don't give up hope. Sometimes, remember, was it Abram with his son? So don't give up hope. Don't ever give up. His will be done. Amen. And then so when we pray, sometimes we pray and we ask him to do it, but then we pick it up again. Instead of just leaving it there, we pick the stress up again and we keep walking with it. But once you leave it at his feet, let him handle it. Okay, he promised to do that. Yes, full control. My goodness, it's such a pleasure. It's such an awesome thing to spend time with you guys. Like, it's awesome. So, everyone, Marcia Smith, good evening, Marcia. Welcome, welcome. I know you're going to watch the video, Marcia. I'm going to put it on Encore, so you're going to watch it. Tonight, we just talked about stress and some other things that we really don't need it in our lives. We can just live a simpler life, so that we can eliminate some of the stress, keep a song in our hearts, and so that it can drown out some of the unnecessary. Um, and when we have children, we have to teach them to be satisfied. We teach them how to love, and we teach them how to believe that there's a God and that He always is there for us. So, with that said, I'm going to say much love, everyone. Thank you so much, and have a great night. And may God watch over each and every one of you. May He provide all your needs, and may He continue to bless you as you move forward. So, if we can't be good, let us be careful. And most of all, let us walk good. Let us look out for each other. And Giselle, it's where's Aunt Val? Giselle, I didn't see her. Oh, so you're on Giselle's phone. Good night, Aunt Val. Thank you for joining. If that's what that means, that you're on Giselle's phone, then love to you and love to everyone. Good night, Queen. Thank you um, for just asking them to like up the live and to just support. I appreciate it. And everyone, know that there's a God. Whoever you aspire Him to be, He's out there. Have a good relationship with Him. Talk to Him. And when things are not going so right, don't take it on yourself alone. Reach out and talk to someone. Much love to everyone. Good night. Bye, everybody. Okay, Giselle. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good night, Miss Valerie. Good night, Giselle. Good night, on Val. Yes. Good night. Each and everyone stay blessed because you're blessed. God has found favor in every one of you. So you are blessed beyond compare. Just look back and look at all the things you're blessed with and say, God, you know what? You're a good God. So, um, so I leave you there tonight and wish you well and goodbye. Good luck. Stay blessed. Love is the answer. Bye bye.